A crust eaten in peace is better than a banquet partaken with anxiety. ASAP. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sis N Giggles. I'm your co-host Karen,
And I'm Kecia.
and today we are going to be talking about how to keep your sanity during the holidays.
So technically, this is a Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving episode, because we're going to be talking about how to do all of the holidays, right? How to prepare yourself for all of the holidays and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned and listen. All right. Karen, what are we eating today?
I was gonna say, wait, why you looked at me? Today we are eating some seafood gumbo, or should I say eight?
We ate. It's
'Cause
gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
It was good though. Y'all don't understand, when we record, I be here for a certain time most of the time, and Karen make me wait 2 hours before she decide to do some.
Yeah.
So that part, I was starving.
My bad. I thought you would have ate. You didn't get here until like lunchtime.
I never eat. We have so much stuff here.
We do.
Okay.
You're right.
So go ahead, Karen. Give us some stats.
So, you know me, like to open it up with some stats. But according to a survey published by Healthline, 62% of people say the holidays are very or somewhat stressful. Keisha, how did the holidays make you feel? Like, are you excited? Do you feel like a sense of peace? Or do you get like, shit, it's the holidays and I'm stressed out?
Man, I get stressed out because I don't know what gifts to give my child.
That's your stress?
And that's my stressor. And then I'm an introvert, so I don't really like to be around a lot of people. But the new tradition has been people coming over to my house for holidays. And I'm not saying I don't like it, but
I don't like it.
why are y'all here? Oh, at a certain time I need you to go home. Go home, Roger. Go home, go home, go home.
I think that's the biggest thing. People knowing when to leave, like when to cut it short.
Yeah, but I will say this. I do have a good set of people that's like I live further out than everybody in my family. So you have to get on the road to get home. So that's one thing that's working for me. So it's like a 45-minute drive back to where they're trying to go. So, bye.
Right.
Let me pack this plate up for you.
Right. Y'all got to get out of here before it get dark. Right.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Another thing is financial obligations usually kind of stress me out. I know that the people say don't go broke trying to give somebody a gift, and I don't. But the financial aspect come of it, like, oh, I gotta buy food to cook, especially if you're having a gathering at your house. You gotta have food to cook. You gotta have enough food to cook. We cook gumbo for Christmas. That's expensive by itself, and then we cook in a big ass pot.
Yeah.
Then you gotta like, oh, I want decorations. I gotta buy gifts for this person. Oh, we have stuff on my house. I gotta make sure the kids have a gift. Like, it's a lot to host a party, because if you've ever hosted, you know that you never enjoy the party. You're busy hosting.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just would rather go to somebody's house, say my hellos, give my gifts, and bounce up out of that thing.
Yeah.
Now, I would say the first year that I had my baby, we were like house hopping, and I said I'd never do that again because it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So I'll just probably go to 1 or 2 houses and that'd be that. Because honestly, around holidays, you don't really get to enjoy it because you're trying to like visit everybody, right? Yeah, no.
Yeah, for me, I definitely get stressed out during the holidays because I'm an introvert too. So I get overstimulated when it's like too many events and holiday season just outside of the actual day of the holiday. Just holiday season has so many different events. Like, whether you going to like fundraising events because they want to throw something, during Christmas time or Thanksgiving or New Year's is coming up, or rather it's like, people want to have like Friendsgivings or different gatherings and stuff like that. And like that usually, like, I like going to a few, but it's like when my social calendar gets too full, that's when I start getting stressed out, because I'll be like, man, I haven't had a weekend to myself in like 6 weekends. Like, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ones for me. I don't feel too much financial stress only because I'll be honest, I'm not a big like, oh my God, it's Christmas time. I need to like buy everyone a gift. That's just not me.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't really feel the pressure of like the gift giving and stuff. Like I'm like, girl, Merry Christmas, like that's it. That's what you're getting from me. Now, if it's somebody, obviously, like if I had a significant other or if I had a child, like I would be getting them a gift, or like I'll get like my mom and my dad like a little something or give them some money. But I usually don't get too heavy on like the gift giving financial stress. Mine is more from just like the socialization aspect. And I like personally haven't had like a big house to host in, right? So
Yeah.
it's like I'm usually like cooking at my house and then bringing a dish to where I'm going.
So, a funny story. Like, we just moved into our house, what, 3 years ago? And my husband has turned into like this OCD freak. So his thing is like, we have a daughter. She's going to eat things off of the floor. No shoes. Which we didn't do that in our apartment. It was like, no shoes. I had to tell him to calm down because he will clean up while people are still in the house. He would like get the Swiffer and be like, lift your foot up. Lift your foot up. He's like, there's people walking. They're in her room on her carpet. And I get it, right?
Yeah.
I get it. But it's like, calm down. So dealing with that, like as soon, and the thing about it is I grew up with, as soon as people leave, you want to go to sleep with your house clean. So I'm up 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night trying to clean up with a toddler. Like, you go in the room, we got to clean out these toilets. Don't touch no handles. We cleaning out handles.
Yeah.
The first time we had a Christmas holiday at our house, everybody caught COVID.
Yeah,
like, we had COVID that year.
I came, I didn't catch it.
I don't know. You know what? My mom had it. And she thought she would just had like sinuses, and then Briley was by my mom and she caught it. And then I remember the day of Christmas, Briley was like, I don't feel good. And then after that, we all caught COVID. Like, it was a trickle effect. So we all had COVID. But like the cleaning thing, like we have to have the house clean. So it's like, it's just a lot. And then the day after, I'm trying to catch sales. Like, So I remember like the gift giving thing is something that has been ingrained in me. We've been doing White Elephant in my family for forever. So at first it was my mom who did all the Christmas stuff, and then it kind of just gradually went to me.
We do the whole like White Elephant type thing.
So it's like we have to buy a gift for all of the kids on the family, $10, all that, whatever. But
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa, oh my goodness. So that's a lot of work for somebody who's planning it. Like, a lot of people don't realize the back work you put into it. You just show up with a gift.
Yeah.
You have to like hound people, make sure you have this gift for that person. What's the worst gift you received for Christmas?
Oh, the worst gift I've received for Christmas. I mean, I don't think I've gotten any abnormally bad gifts. It'll be like just a random, like, say, a cheap ass scent from somewhere because somebody felt like the pressure to buy me a gift, and it'll be like, this is cherry blossom from the Dollar Tree. Like, what are we doing? But I don't think I've gotten any abnormally like, oh my God, that was just.
Well,
like,
I'm probably gonna tell this story again on our Christmas Not Christmas episode, but with the White Santa, my cousin pulled my sister's name and my auntie pulled my name. My cousin gave my sister $100. Mind you, we were probably like she was in ninth grade, so I might have been in 7th grade. That was a lot. That's still a lot of money. Like, I ain't gonna lie, 100 is a 29 days.
Right.
I got a pair of tube socks.
Yeah.
And a pack of white drawers.
Now, see, the socks weren't that bad to me, but the white drawers is.
Ma'am.
And this was White Elephant?
Yes.
Why?
I was like,
well, that's so weird.
I don't even wear this, T.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to give you some tricks and tips on how to stay sane through this holiday season. So we talked about the gift giving pressures.
And wait, before we jump too much into it, sorry if you were already going this direction, but I was just going to list off like the top causes in general, and then we can dive into them. So there is financial pressure. around 62% of individuals report that finances are a significant source of stress for the holidays. So this could be gifts, travel costs.
Oh
We
my
didn't think
God,
about that
travel,
when you have
yeah.
to travel.
I ain't going nowhere. Mm-mm.
Hosting, we mentioned this, can
Mm-hmm.
be overwhelming itself and getting all the right things to host, right? Whether that be food ingredients or just like the different like plates and napkins and decor that you gotta get
I have a cousin that will buy everything on Amazon,
and
use it,
return it.
and return the shit. And be
I'm
like,
not mad at it.
I'm only gonna use this. I said they're
Look,
gonna flag your account.
we all need a Christmas
She was like,
decor rental.
I do not need this anymore. I'm sending it back. I'm
Next year
like,
I
you
want
know
something
what?
new and fresh.
You
Yes,
know what? Let me order this off your account. So when I send it back, they'll like
I'm
my shit.
done. So there's financial pressure, the gift giving pressure, time management. So think about your packed schedules. 69% of people say they feel stressed simply due to the time demands. That's everything from shopping to the actual gatherings to cooking to
Mm-hmm.
attending events. Like, then you got your regular workload,
Regular
like regular
workload.
life, family gatherings. So, depending on the dynamics with your family, a lot of people feel stressed just around like having to go to the family gatherings because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what type of drama they have going on.
Drama.
You don't
You
know.
reported JJ to the cop.
Right. Like, you might have had your aunt. Like, I know for me, oh, I felt so much anxiety like right after my divorce or like while I was going through my divorce around the holidays because I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't feel like all these goddamn
Questions.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he? What you up to? What had like just all those questions, right?
So, and I need to cut you off. So my husband does not like to go, like he has social anxiety like an MFO, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes he psychs himself up like I don't want to be around a lot of people. One, he works a lot, get it. And two, he just don't like being around the people. Like
Mhm.
it's kind of like how we click. We
Yeah.
can be around each other,
Yeah.
but I don't really want
Yeah.
to be around people. So
Felt.
those awkward conversations, right, where you have with people, it's kind of like, where your husband at?
Yeah.
He ain't around. Oh, girl, because I could never do that. Like, man, please stay out of
Right.
my business. Like,
Right.
what we got going on is working, and it's like, why? I hate those conversations. Why do I have to explain myself to you? Like, y'all wait for holiday season to talk about some stupid shit. Like, hey, we just talk about, oh, the turkey was good, girl. It wasn't dry like last year. Like, why we gotta talk about this? You
Right.
obviously see that I'm uncomfortable, or in your case, you think it's gonna make me feel good to talk about a divorce?
Right.
Like, why do you feel like you need to bring this up?
Right.
You and TT Betty been talking about this since last week. You just couldn't wait to see me in person.
Mhm.
So if y'all don't feel comfortable having those conversations with your family members, don't have them. Just say respectfully, I don't want to answer that,
Right.
and move on.
Goodbye. This is why you gotta take them cousin walks.
Girl, look, all you could be. I seen one the we took a sister walk. Me and my sister came back. I was like, "What's wrong? Nothing."
Right?
But I see the memes where people start asking the kids like, why you ain't married? Why you ain't have no kids yet? And they'll turn around and be like, I heard your husband was sleeping with what's
Right.
why my cousin is my brother? Why this? Now you could be petty and shoot back.
Listen.
I'm gonna be on the
Pew, pew. Shots fired. Okay, and one of the other biggest stressors is travel. So during the holiday season, they say about 25% of people feel stressed because of travel. So like think about the airport, how crowded it is,
Yeah.
just trying to like plan how you gonna get from one thing to another. Oh my God, like last year it was just so much going on in one weekend trying to get to like everything I had to do. I was like, man, how I got 4 different parties in one weekend. Like
Mm-mm.
my little social battery was just like, girl, I'm dead already.
I'm glad I got one group of friends and that one outlier friend I always invited to our stuff because I'm not
Yeah.
about to be doing this.
Do
Look,
this.
you my friend, we all friends. come over. Like that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
Also interesting, but not surprising because, I mean, women. Women tend to experience more holiday stress than men.
The man ain't doing.
Exactly. That's why I said, women, we be fucking super women.
Oh, is that too
It
F for you?
is. Meow,
But
meow.
like we have to
We got
like.
a 3 cuss word limit.
I'm on none.
Oh,
I am doing good. But for women, like, we have to work just like the husband, or if you're not, you still have to take care of the kid. Then you have to come up with the plan, and you have to do the food, you have to do the cooking.
The
What is
cleaning.
the cleaning before and after, and then what is the husband doing? Cutting grass and watching TV, watching the football
Is
games.
that right?
It's so socially acceptable for a man just to be on the couch.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. So yeah, you can have stress in a number of different ways. You have stress from like your family, your friends, coworkers, colleagues, even yourself. You put stress on yourself trying to like say you have a certain standard for how you want the house decorated, that's extra stress you're adding to yourself. So again, that can come from planning gatherings, hosting, traveling, unwanted conversations, financial pressures, attending events, even diet. Like some people feel the stress of
Girl.
like following their diet during the holidays. And then from yourself, you can feel a lot of like guilt, trying to have like perfectionism if you have issues with that. Like you want to give the perfect gift and have the perfect home and the perfect Christmas tree.
Like, look, why is it that everybody's diet starts to go downhill from Thanksgiving? Granted, Thanksgiving and Christmas are only 2 days, right? It's just 2 days out of those 2 months. But it's like, I have to eat these leftovers. I didn't cook all this food. Grandma done came out of retirement to make this fish. Like, you gonna eat this food. So it's like, then you're caught into the cycle of eating food leftovers. And mind you, after day 3, I can't eat that shit no more. Like, I can't eat it. And I'm more of I like cornbread, stuffing, mac and cheese, ham, and maybe sweet potatoes. All the rest of it, y'all can have it. I'm not doing those. What is it? People do green bean casserole. Like, why are you trying all this extra stuff? I don't eat that. I don't want no dirty rice. I don't want no green bean casserole. I don't want no
all of the above. I'd be ready to eat.
I don't want none of that.
I'm gonna save it.
I don't like ham. I mean, I don't like turkey.
Look, well, I'm gonna give you a little short snippet. So one of my cousins, when she does the holidays at her house, she wants the traditional food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she chooses an extra theme.
That's cute.
So like we had a Mexican theme one year. So it was like
not y'all having a piñata in the background.
Girl, we didn't have a piñata. But
did y'all?
Like, no, we didn't.
Oh,
but we had all like the traditional like American holiday foods or whatever, Black American holiday foods, and then on top of that, everybody had to bring like some sort of like Hispanic themed dish too. So it was a lot going on.
There was a lot of tacos.
It was a lot going on. There was all kind of stuff. There was dips. There was.
Not Rotel dip.
Girl,
Rotel ain't Mexican.
It ain't. But it was in play.
Look, so my dad has this thing, like he comes over, he's like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna fry this turkey, we're gonna do this. When I tell you we had 4 meats, we had fried ham. We had fried turkey, we had baked turkey, we had Cornish hen and ham. Man, now they had like 10 people at my house.
Sir.
Why we got all this food?
Right.
Then we had a charcuterie board.
Girl,
I tried to make these people come out the ghetto. Like, they had a charcuterie board. Like, they ain't touched my charcuterie board. You know how much cheese costs?
Right.
I had to put the honey. It was all nice.
No, that's what I'm saying. It'd be so much leftover food. Y'all, plan y'all menus and make them realistic for like the amount of people you have.
Now, I do be going overboard for the desserts. We had cake, we had pie, we had ooey gooey, we had
look at you can't
shit.
even talk.
We had an eggnog cake, we had
talk.
chocolate cake, and then at the end I was like, y'all better take this.
Look at you. Now you want to get rid of it.
Girl, look.
See? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I think if I host, I'm gonna like limit things.
I don't want to host anymore.
Well, too bad. You got to host in house. That's what you get. See, one day I'll keep saying I do want to host one day, but I don't really have the house for that. I've hosted like very small groups, like maybe 5 people or less.
I can do that. Yeah. But like, you know what burns me out? At the end of the year, I have all my birthdays. Briley birthday, then it's Halloween, and then we do so much stuff for Halloween. Like, we go to trunk or treats every other day.
Yeah.
And then it's Thanksgiving, I don't actually do nothing for Thanksgiving. Like, we just sit around the house. Like, my mom might come over and cook. I feel like I'm not that adult yet where I can cook. Like, I went through and like wrote down all the recipes, but if my mom is still cooking, baby, come on over and cook this food, because I'm not that much of an adult. And then we just sit around and watch TV. And honestly, for Thanksgiving, we get ready for Christmas. So after Thanksgiving, we put up all our Christmas stuff. Like, on Thanksgiving Day, we put up all of our Christmas stuff. Yeah.
I guess that's smart. Get it done as a family too. Knock it out.
Knock all this shit out. How does this go?
Yeah, we don't be doing that.
Yeah, no.
But Thanksgiving is relatively chill, but it's still a lot of food. Like, it's still so
we
much
cut
food.
back a lot because it's like nobody's here to eat it, and then you eat the same thing on Christmas. I'm not doing this.
I was gonna say, I do feel like since COVID, we cut back on Thanksgiving a lot, because I think that kind of like gave people permission to kind of be like, we ain't gotta do this this big all the time, especially because like we don't really have any like young kids in our family anymore. Like, my niece and nephew are like the newest additions, I would say. And so it's just like, it's different. Like, when I was growing up, it would be like all the cousins. Yeah. And like, but now it's just different, because it's like, why are we doing all this? Like,
kids make a difference.
We know Santa Claus ain't real. Like, why are we doing this?
I told Bradley, she said, "Where's Santa Claus?" I said, "He right there on that couch." Because look, and it just might be a me thing. Santa Claus ain't no random white man bringing you no gift. It's your dad and your mom working hard for it.
Period.
Continue.
You know what? You ain't look. Some little kid probably gonna tell some little kid in school, like, Santa ain't real.
Santa my daddy.
Right.
And is. So,
we talked about all the ways that you can get stressed out for the holidays. Let's talk about some of the things that we have to deal with that stress. So, step one to all of this is like, we need to recognize when we are stressed or when we are like on the verge of being stressed. Because if you don't recognize that, before you know it, you're going to be in the middle of being stressed out when you could have like proactively stopped it. So y'all, take a moment, check in with yourself during the holidays and figure out, how are you really feeling? If you know that if you go to your mama's house and see your auntie, you might click out on her, maybe it's not a good idea for you to go. Think about those sorts of things.
Maybe that auntie need that click out so she can be put in her place, but that's just me. Don't listen to me.
Listen, have your words ready. Look.
Practice in the mirror, right. Practice in the mirror. But I mean, to be honest, that's actually easier said than done, because I feel like sometimes I don't even know I'm stressing, and I've come to the point where I can't handle too many things at once. So I start getting snappy. I'm like, all right, I'm tripping, let me chill out.
But you got to be aware of that. So one of the things that we can talk about is planning ahead. So this could look like creating a schedule for yourself, setting a budget for yourself so that you're not like stressing yourself out that kind of way. Like, one of my friends, she is a Christmas junkie, like loves the holidays, loves Christmas. She's that person that wants to be like everybody's personal Santa.
Oh, is that Caroline?
No, Kylie. But like, for months before Christmas, like, she's already done her Christmas list.
Okay, that is Kylie. Yeah. Okay.
She's already done her Christmas list. She's already planned out like her budget, which I'm proud of her, because she didn't used to like really budget all the way for it. But now she like plans out her budget, all of that, months in advance. So like, that's a way that you can cut down on stress, when you know like what you're getting, how much it costs, making sure it does indeed fit in your budget and that you're not doing too much.
I'm not buying no gifts from no grown ass adults no more.
Right.
Sorry, not doing it. My focus has shifted.
Right. So planning ahead, one thing. So again, creating your schedules, making lists, tasks, events, shopping in advance to avoid like last minute things. Prioritizing your self-care. And that can look like getting enough sleep, exercising, mindfulness and relaxation, taking them cousin walks, whatever you do on your cousin walk is your business. Self-walk. Look.
Sometimes it's best to just step away.
Yes. Also, prioritizing your self-care can look like naps. It can look like just setting boundaries. Like you said, if somebody asks you a question that you don't want to answer, it's okay to say no. Do not engage. Setting realistic expectations. So don't strive for perfections. The holidays do not have to be perfect. Focus on enjoying the moments rather than like achieving some sort of like idea of what the holidays should be. So,
Mm.
like, if you ain't got it in the budget, for instance, to decorate your house and have like a real live Santa come say hello to the
Come down the
kids,
chimney.
right? Like,
You better get Elroy.
come on. And that's not, you so stupid. So like being able to set those realistic expectations, like baby, you don't even need all that. Like let's dial it back. Saying no when necessary. So it is okay to decline invitations. If your schedule is too full, if you are just at capacity and don't feel like going, it's okay to
It's
say
okay.
no. Managing your social obligations is another way. So limit your time with stressful people. If there are
If they're
certain
your parents, you still limit your time with them.
girl, that still limits your time with them if they're your parents. Oh,
I think sometimes holidays bring out the worst in people, so you get aggravated real fast. Like, get away from me. Please.
yeah.
Respectfully, get away from me. Did you lost your spot?
Yep. My phone froze. Okay. Um, so managing social obligations, limiting time with stressful people. If certain gatherings are more stressful than they are enjoyable for you, maybe you shouldn't go. Whew, speaking of myself, or either consider limiting your time there. So, like, go in with a game plan, like, oh, they got an hour of my time, and then I'm dipping out.
Even if that means sneaking away.
Yes.
Park your car on the corner so nobody can block you in and be like, oh, I came, I
Yep.
saw, I spoke to everybody. And if you
If
feel like your family's gonna trap you if you say bye, sneak away.
sneak away, yeah, yeah, I need to do that one too.
Hmm.
Um, Also, seek support. So, talk to friends or family members who can offer support or listening ear and ask for help when needed. I know asking for help is often like, I don't know, people have a hard time asking for
Hmm.
help. I do too. So, it's just like ask for help when you need. Simplify your gift giving. So,
Buy multiples of the same damn gift, different
hello,
colors.
everybody getting
Boom,
a cute
done.
little piece of pecan candy with a sweet little note. Look.
Sweet as you.
And also realize that like the experience and time like it can be a gift too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it don't always have to be a physical
A
gift.
monetary gift. Like, I don't necessarily have to buy you something for
Yeah.
you to feel appreciated. And that's
Yeah.
the problem with a lot of people in the holiday season is they feel like they have to get something.
Yeah.
No, you do
You
not have to get
don't. You
something.
don't.
I'm giving you a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays. That's what you're getting. That's the
Right.
gift. The gift is giving.
Especially people who travel. Like
Yeah, that's a
if you had
lot.
to catch a flight somewhere and like you already know that puts you like, oh shoot, don't worry about giving a
And
gift.
how you want
Your
me to track these
presence,
gifts?
right? That part. Your presence is the gift,
Yeah,
right?
my presence is your present.
Also, reflect on the meaning of holidays. So, like, we get lost in just all the holiday sauce, right? We
The
get
holiday
lost,
hype.
yeah, in the hype. So yeah, it's just like when you think about the meaning of the holidays, like it's not to spend and go to all the events that you can go to, even though I feel like that's what society makes you feel like it is sometimes.
Hmm.
So always take a moment and just like truly reflect on like what is the true meaning of the holidays, like and focus on like the gratitude side of it. Practice acts of kindness as well, like
That could be
just
a
be,
gift. My service.
yeah,
Yeah.
my services, being nice. Limit your media consumption. So you're probably overstimulated as it is. Media consumption. So everything from social media to reading news articles to the news, like that can add to you
Or
being
yeah, or seeing
overstimulated.
what like social influencing are doing
Yes.
and feeling like you have to reach that same quota of extraness. You don't,
You
because
don't.
like my cousin is doing, they doing that and returning it back to Amazon, and you are stuck with the bill. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right. And then the last little tip that I have is to create new traditions. Like, if you don't have any traditions that mean something to you or traditions aren't bringing you joy, like, create that experience for yourself. And that can look different. Like, maybe the holiday gatherings isn't your thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe a tradition for you is to, you know what, I'm taking myself out to eat. We
Well,
not cooking.
So we are actually starting a tradition, which is going to be interesting. So we are going to go to Disney for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to see how that
The
goes.
whole family or just you, Briley, and Brian?
Well, we asked the whole family. If you come, you come. And if you don't, you don't. I
Yeah.
don't really care. Because at this point, like you said, we don't. Briley is. Well, she's not the only one, but we don't have a lot.
Yeah.
So if I ask my cousins who have kids, hey, you want to come?
Yeah.
That's fine.
They come. They
Yeah.
come. So yeah. Excuse me.
Little piggy.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I said little piggy.
You know what? It was a little piggy moment.
I know.
That Gumbo said, ooh.
Oh my God. Anyway, close us up, sister.
But yes, and then like the last one on the traditions, make sure they are stress free. Don't create no new traditions that's
Girl,
gonna stress you out. Just
Disney
as
World gonna
bad
stress
as-
me.
You think it's gonna stress you out more than having a gathering at your house?
I think it's gonna be more meaningful because I'm creating memories with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So the stress won't bother me as much.
She is gonna love it.
She is gonna flip her top.
She gonna love it.
Especially like the parades and stuff like that, and then
Yes.
like the snow. So she's
And if she, you know, you're gonna have her dressed up. Like she's going to
girl, she
love it.
ain't gonna leave. Like for her birthday, for her photo shoot, she was crying because she couldn't take the. She couldn't take the dress home, so I could imagine the amount of money we're gonna spend in gift shops.
Yeah. Oof. Well, friend, I give you some advice on this podcast that we just did this episode. Plan your budget.
Girl, ain't no budget. That budget gone.
Put some limits on it where appropriate. Cause y'all gotta bring all that shit back. So there needs to be a limit.
Oh man, it's gonna be rough. Anyway, Karen,
yeah.
you have anything else?
That's really all I have. Take care of yourself during the holidays. Try not to stress yourself out. Try to be realistic and plan ahead.
Yeah, y'all. So be safe and eat that cake. You can run it off tomorrow.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Toodaloo.